I'm here with Arijit and Tanu, who have created a feature film based on the Diamond Kohinoor. So tell me a little bit about your film.
The name of the film is Kolkata Kohinoor, and it's a regional Indian film. We are representing the Kolkata Kohinoor team as well as Angurbala Films, which is the production house. Our genre is thriller, but it is a research-oriented film which brings out the facts about one of the most popular diamonds called Kohinoor. So we have tried to research a lot on that, develop a content based out of it, and then we have scripted it to a modern day thriller, which also brings in the element of Freemasons into it. So it's overall a compact 2-hour feature film.
What was the inspiration for this topic?
Well, Patrick, this is a good question. I'm so happy you asked me. Now, when we look into the history of India, it has a lot to offer. And at times we really realize how much we don't know about the history. So that was the motivating factor, go back to the history, study facts and so on. So when we started studying on a couple of subjects, I came across a lot of gaps, a lot of myths, a lot of, hidden facts. And the more and more we studied, the more and more I went into the research part of it, covering each and every topic. I found a very interesting movie concept coming out of that, and that's how we landed up into making this movie, Kolkata Kohinoor. So later on, the director Shantanu, we had the support of the producer Anup, who himself performed in this, and we had the legends of the regional Indian films acting in this. So overall it was a great experience. And the idea was, to give entertainment, number one, for sure. Also to touch upon the facts on the history, on the heritage of India, which at times we know, maybe we don't know the whole stuff of it. So the idea was to capture all audiences across the world and come to them with the wisdom of our heritage.
How did your involvement come about as far as participating in this festival?
This question only I can answer because for the past 5 months I have been completely engrossed in this movie where it can be shown in which theaters over Northern America, or if you can say in UK, Canada. I have been trying it, and successfully we have done it through the Caleidoscope 2019, thanks to Chitra Niyogi and thanks to Ruma Niyogi, and they have a very well rating of this film festival. They have got almost 320 submissions, and we are so lucky that we got through, and we are hoping high this night in the award night. Hope things go well for today.
Yeah, that's very, very exciting.
Yeah,
So,
pray for us.
yes, absolutely. Fingers crossed. Obviously, the biggest question when coming to a film festival like this is, what is the audience reaction like?
Oh, sure, I love to take this question because honestly, the audience was great, I mean, it was a lovely response that we got.
Well, thank you so much for both of you for talking to me, and
Thank you, Patrick.
break a leg tonight.
Hey, thanks, Patrick.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Ben.
Thank you. I'm here with Tani, who is a writer and producer in the film Ana Ahana. Can you tell me a little bit about your background and your process of getting involved in creating this?
I'm a sociologist, so I teach at Rhode Island College, and in the process of actually teaching a class on theory, I came across the work of Charlotte Perkins Gilman, her short story called The Yellow Wallpaper. So I thought that, the context of social isolation, domestic violence, which was in the text, applies so much even today. Why not kind of make something contemporary out of it? So we wrote a screenplay. I wrote the screenplay. Arup was a creative consultant. He directed the project. We did it on a very short timeline. A grant came through the Rhode Island Council of Humanities. Rhode Island College helped us. We shot in July and beginning of August also. We edited so that the film could premiere at Caleidoscope. Because since last year, Caleidoscope has also been partnering with Rhode Island College, and we've been bringing films to Rhode Island.
And you filmed this, did you say July, August? Did you mean this summer?
Yes.
That's
this
an
summer.
incredible turnaround.
Summer.
Wow, congratulations on that accomplishment.
And it's a 40-minute film. It's very, very pertinent. It's based, as I said yesterday also, on a lot of human kindness of actors who were giving up their time pro bono, People who helped me write the grant, the vision of the director. He worked kind of relentlessly, very hardworking, director of photography and editor. But we all connected to the theme, and that's how we were able to turn the project around in such a short timeline.
I think a project like this that is truly a passion project that really shines through, and it must have been an amazing experience actually getting to screen it in front of the audience. What was that like?
So there are two momentary highs and lows. The momentary highs are the days you're actually shooting and the day it premieres, and the lows are when the shoot is over. We're like, oh wow, we just want to kind of live that whole experience, that whole temporary partnership and family you form, the bonding you form on the set. And then yesterday it premiered, so there's a little bit of a low, like, what next? But I think that's just a very, very common artistic experience we all go through.
Yeah. And now that you've had this experience, are you eager to work on more film creation in the future?
Absolutely. I'm also eager to kind of form more collaborations, collaborate with the existing team, and I know they feel the same way too. And stories are something you just kind of learn all the time through life, and I'm always on the lookout for new stories and new tales.
Oh, wonderful, that's so awesome. Well, thank you for talking to me, and best of luck tonight.
Thank you so much.
I'm here with Gunjan and Anand, who are two producers, and are you a director? And a writer. Wow, awesome. Just tell us a little bit about your project.
So we premiered here yesterday our English feature film, Encrypted the Cybercrime. It's a film about FBI hacking. It's actually based upon kind of like a true story, some part from the true story. I did the Agent Singh role of FBI agent in it, and obviously Anand did a great job as writer and director. And hopefully our audience, I think, enjoyed the movie. They were rooting.
So the film itself is about ransomware and cybercrime and bitcoins and how they kind of interrelate with each other. So the film's got lots of humor, and it's actually from a point of view from a common man, because lots of people nowadays who fall prey to ransomware, and people end up having to pay for their data to get it back. So this is actually from a common man's perspective, and I think it's also got action, it's got humor, it's got suspense. So I think it's a all-around film that I think everyone will enjoy.
It's a Bollywood masala film, but in English. So it's a combination of Bollywood and Hollywood, I would say. So we did the shooting in Chicago, though, but we are bringing. Just for my, because ActonTV is in New England, so for my New England community, being a producer, I'm based out of New Hampshire, Merrimack, and we're bringing more and more Bollywood and filmmaking in New England, because obviously we have great shooting locations, a lot of talent, people with aspirations and integrity and passion, but why not bring filmmaking here?
I am here with Minu and Babu right now. Can you tell me a little bit about the project and how this all got started?
Absolutely. I'm a president for Sindhi Association of New England. We had Nawani family of eClinical Works sponsor this movie called Sindhustan, which Sindh is from Pakistan, and unfortunately a lot of us Hindus had to leave Sindh after migration to come to India, and that's where there are a lot of heartaches, and they left the land, and like my father was a chief officer with 10 servants, and they had to just leave everything and go. And this movie was all about everybody's experiences, how the heartaches were, and a lady had the full tattooed body of the map of Sindh is the province. And it is amazing, and I would urge Sindhi or non-Sindhi, meaning Hindus or anybody, to see this. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for being a part of this.
It's a great culture. And this is basically, we kind of, when they had the independence, India and Pakistan became two separate countries, and most of the Hindu Sindhis migrated to be in India because of the instability, and that Sindh is still in Pakistan and is still very well maintained. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
I want to thank Mr. Nawani family of eClinical Works once again for supporting this great movie.
I'm here with Prina, who is a writer and producer on a film called Unshaved. And you were also a student at Syracuse?
Yeah, I just graduated in May.
Oh, congratulations. So can you tell me a little bit about the film? What's the impetus? How did this come about?
Yeah, so Unshaved is about a South Asian girl with body hair, and I think just growing up, I've never seen anything like in the media about a girl with hair on her body, and so I thought that this would be the perfect opportunity to kind of show that and show like how real it is to be a girl, you know? Because like growing up, everyone I saw on TV was hairless, and they were blonde and they were hairless, and you know you couldn't see hair on their body, and so the reality of it is that as girls we do grow hair as well, and so this project was kind of just showing that and kind of just making like younger girls aware that we have hair and that's okay.
So what has the response been telling a story like this that is not typically told? What's your reaction been that you've gotten spreading this around and actually finally getting to show it to people?
Right, so at first it was really scary, just because I thought people would be like kind of grossed out by it, like, oh, you shouldn't show that, but the response has been pretty positive, which I'm very happy about, and people are really supportive about the message that I'm spreading, so
cool.
It's been great.
And you just graduated, so what's next for you?
So I moved out to LA about 3 months ago, and so I think just next is keep telling those stories that people really haven't heard of but should know, and no matter how taboo or raw it may be, just like keep sharing those so that other people can kind of see that, like younger girls can see that and kind of be like, oh, it's okay, and so just making sure they grow up well aware of their like surroundings and how they look, and just making sure they feel positive about how they look.
Cool. Well, thank you very much for talking to me, and thank you for your work, and we look forward to seeing what you come up with next.
Yeah, no, thank you too.
I'm here with Reginald L. Barnes, who is representing a multiple award-winning film tonight. Can you tell us what the film is?
The film was Chintu Ka Birthday, written and directed by Satyanshu and Devanshu Singh, a pair of brothers from India.
Tell me a little bit about the project and how did you get involved?
The film is about an Indian family stuck in Iraq during the Iraq War in 2004. Myself and my friend Nate Scholes play two U.S. soldiers that think that there's some Iraqi intel in this Indian family's home, and they're trying to celebrate their 6-year-old son's birthday, Chintu. Beautiful story. How I became involved, I auditioned for the role. I saw an advertisement for it. I saw a breakdown for it online. I submitted my headshot and resume back in 2011.
Wow.
It took about 5 months to book the role through various emails and videos sent over the web and Skype sessions. And in March of 2012, I booked it, and then we ended up shooting it last year.
Wow, and you shot in India?
We shot in Mumbai, yes.
Wow, so what was that like?
That was amazing. It was culturally, it was spectacular. It was different. There were beautiful, a lot of money and poverty juxtaposed next to each other. Beautiful sunsets and warm, very warm people. Yes.
Oh,
and
wow.
it was warm. Even in December at one point, it was 85 degrees. So
Yeah, I thought you were talking about the weather at first.
the weather was warm too.
Cool. So what's your night been like? Obviously, you're sitting here holding
Well,
all
the night
these
has
trophies.
been pretty good. We won a few awards tonight. We won Technical Excellence Award. The sound and the editing was brilliant. We also Nate Scholes, one of my co-stars, he won for Best Actor in a Negative Role, and we also won Best Feature Film. So,
Well, congratulations.
thank
And
you.
just one more question: what this such a long time in production? What's
Yeah.
it been like to finally have this screened for an audience and to get this kind of response?
It's been bittersweet. This has been amazing. This was actually my first time seeing the film today.
Wow.
And so I got to see it with the rest of the audience, and I was blown away. There was a lot of love poured into the project. And everybody had the same reaction. I challenge everyone to see the film. You can go online. The name of the film again is Chintu, Chintu, Ka Birthday, Ka Birthday. Hashtag Chintu Ka Birthday or hashtag CKB. I really think that in this time that we're in right now, in a very polarizing time in the United States, and this was our U.S. premiere, I think everybody could benefit from seeing this film.
Wow.
Yeah, I think it's that strong. So I'm very excited about where it's going to go.
Well, Reginald, congratulations, and thank you so much for talking to me today.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you, Kaleidoscope.
I am here now with Chitro Niyogi, who is, along with your wife Ruma, one of the co-creators, founders of both Calcutta Club and Kaleidoscope Indian Film Festival 2019. So, first off, I just want to say congratulations, because it's an amazing event, spectacular films and turnout. So, congratulations, just with all of the crazy amount of work that you put into this.
Thank you, Pat, and thanks for coming over.
First off, I just want to get a feel for what's the inspiration just for having a film festival like this in this area to begin with?
Yes, we started this journey about 5 years back. Around the same time, we created Calcutta Club, and our goal was two things. First of all, we wanted to have fun internally with Calcutta Club members doing nostalgic events, and we also wanted to try out some of the events that are not happening here, and especially some things which used to happen back in India, and used to enjoy them, but are not happening in not just Boston but also New England area. So initially we were thinking of doing a regional film festival and seeing if that works out. And then we found that when we started doing it, people like to see the back-to-back movies, repeated movies, as opposed to like coming in for one screen. So they have like a day to spare. They actually like to see like 2 or 3 movies that are back. So we thought that could be interesting for people. And then I started researching this area, and then we found that there are a lot of unrepresented filmmakers who are I would say, the frontier of thinking in terms of their creativity, both in terms of geopolitical issues they're covering, or societal issues, or relational aspects of it. But they are not represented in the theaters, because theaters are only showing Bollywood or the modern day films, the commercial films. So these guys definitely need a platform, and I found that film festivals are one of them. I started looking into that, and I found that I really like some of those films. I like to get contemporary films to Boston, so people can see and enjoy them. So that's how it started. It started with a one-day film festival with 5 multilingual films in 2015, and it grew as you saw the appetite for that coming in. We started to give more diverse, because India has a lot of different languages. We wanted to cover multiple languages. And that's how now today we are kind of stabilized around showing almost 11 feature films, 10, 11 feature films, and about 4 or 5 short films of different genre. And we do it, another thing we do it across the whole New England area, including Providence this year, for last year, so that people have a chance to go close by. Because one of the problems with doing it in Boston is people don't want to drive into Boston and stay in Boston, so park in Boston. So that's why we have it in a spread out world, and it's going great.
I'm always in awe of what both you and Ruma do just throughout the year. I mean, that alone is a massive undertaking for anyone. But you also handle the book fair and the Cuisinart cooking competition on top of it. I guess I don't know how you do it. I imagine this must keep you going though when you have a night like this with so many people coming out. What has it been like to finally have all of these months of work culminate in having people come together and share the films and share the awards? What's that experience been like?
Right, so you're absolutely right. Somehow we have been blessed so far with decent health and a lot of energy. You're absolutely right. Each of these things, the book fair and film festival, 4 venues. I had to negotiate with these guys to give us a theater. I negotiated with Apple Theaters, Lexington this year, Providence. That itself is a process, just to get the venue. Then the sourcing, then the terms for that, then getting the material shipped over, getting them tested. We also talked about filtering all the 300 films, the awards, the jury deliberations. It's unbelievable that actually it's just primarily me and Ruma doing it, with the help of a few of our club members. But it feels great. I think the fact is, when you see people like that coming happily, come all the way from India to this, and then I forgot to mention last year we got IMDb certification as the only film festival of South Asian origin from not just Boston but entire New England. Wow! So only once. I mean, that was a good recognition.
People bring more film stuff to this area.
That's right. So actually, if I give an award to Leonardo DiCaprio today, it'll actually show up in his resume in IMDb.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so that's the benefit of IMDb. So we actually have cross references. So all that thing which happened organically. We weren't really trying to be famous or anything. It just happened organically as we were doing the work, and it has grown to this level that you see. That is very fulfilling. I'd say that's at the end of the day, when the whole thing is done, yes, we are tired, but we feel that we've done a good thing for ourselves and the world.
Well, congratulations once again, you and Ruma. Keep outdoing yourself with everything you do. So just congratulations, and I look forward to the next one into next year.